not true. One little woman never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them know. Here's Johnny.
My dear friends, it has been a long time since we've talked about stuff in the NHL. I come to you not as an axe-wielding, raving maniac who wishes to butcher you all, but as a concerned fan of this team right here, because this is a special edition of a What the Puck New York Rangers special segment, breaking news story, whatever you want to call it. And during this segment, I will be doing the following.
A few things. I'm going to say some bad words. You're just going to have to deal with it.
I'm sorry. Like the great Tony Soprano says, you're just going to have to deal with it. There's a couple things on my mind that bother me, including the general manager of the New York Rangers, Glenn Sather, who you're probably asking yourself, why did you play the great Led Zeppelin, The Gods of Rock, Dazed and Confused? I played it in honor of Glenn Sather because that old fart seems like he is a bit dazed and confused based on certain moves that have been made at the trade deadline, which was about an hour ago. Now, let me explain something to you. I'm going to try very hard to maintain my composure as much as I can regarding these issues with the New York Rangers, but I'm not going to make any promises with this. First things first, the Blue Jackets added Gaborik to the Rangers in a trade. Marian Gaborik wasn't doing much, 9 goals so far, had high expectations, didn't really get along with Coach John Tortorella, but who does nowadays? Sean Avery. That's funny. You would love to see just Sean Avery and Tortorella in the ring, just going at it head-to-head. Avery, of course, basically challenging John Tortorella on Twitter, saying, "Why aren't you fired yet?" Blah, blah, blah. Again, trying to maintain my composure. Okay. According to NHL.com, the deal that sent Gaborik to Columbus added some much-needed key players, picking up forwards Derek Brassard and Derek Dorsett, along with defenseman Johnny Moore. The Rangers sent back minor league defenseman Steven Delisle, acquired from the Columbus in the Rick Nash trade last summer, and Blake Parlett in an effort. Now, great. Okay, let me just get through this first, and then we'll go on here. Okay, I'm just reading you what it says here. Despite a pair of 40-goal seasons since signing a 5-year, $37.5 million deal in 2009, Gaborik hasn't led up to expectations, blah, blah, blah. The Rangers also got Ryan Clough, power forward from the Sharks. Doesn't score much, but he has grit and all that kind of stuff. A gritty player, a good leader. Derek Brassard was 6th pick in the 2006 NHL draft and will become a restricted free agent after the season. Derek Dorsett, who is out for the remainder of this season. I'm not making this up. The guy they traded for, Marian Gaborik for, one of the guys, is out for the remainder of this season. Just thought I'd throw it out there. He kind of fills the role of Brandon Prust, the guy who didn't sign with Montreal because he wanted more, and the New York Rangers were too cheap to sign him. So he's gone, and this kid Moore is 22 years old and could provide the Rangers with some defensive pairing. Now, that's out there. We know who the Rangers got. Derek Dorsett, Brassard, and this other guy. Let's look at their numbers. Derek Dorsett this season with Columbus, 24 games played, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points, 83 penalty minutes. So he's a scrappy guy. Well, he's a scrappy guy. I'll put this over here for the time being. Derek Brassard with the Columbus Blue Jackets, 34 games played, 7 goals, 11 assists, and 18 points. And one of the guys they gave up, we'll get to him in a minute. The other dude they traded, to Johnny Moore, 17 games played with the Blue Jackets, 1 assist. Just 1 assist. Moving right along. And one of the guys they gave up for this deal, who I really like. I had a chance to see him earlier in the season in the East Coast Hockey League play with the Greenville Road Warriors, the Rangers affiliate in the E. Steven Delisle is the guy they gave up. In the ECHL, 61 games played, 4 goals, 16 assists. Only played in 4 games with the Whale this season. Hello, housekeeping. And he sent out to beautiful Columbus, Ohio. Now here's the guy that they traded to get all these guys, Marian Gaborik. 35 games played this year, 9 goals, 10 assists, 19 points. The year before that, just a phenomenal year, 41 goals, 35 assists, and 76 points. Now, I'm no mathematician, I'm no numbers expert or anything like that, but I'm looking at these numbers of the guys they traded for to get rid of Gaborik, and they don't have over 10 goals this season. The only guys closest, Derek Brassard, was 7. So what I'm asking you, people of the world and Rangers fans, if you need goal scoring, if your organization has said that you need goal scoring from the past 3 months because they got all these guys on the roster who could supposedly score goals and they don't do it, you're going to trade for guys who don't even have 10 goals this season. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2 is you got a guy like Brad Richards who's been struggling, I think, more than Gaborik has. He missed an open net last night. The last game. Open net. He's been struggling. His name hasn't even popped up once in trading options, I guess, if you want to call it. Nada. Okay? So let's trade Gabby and get these guys back. I'd much rather have the Rangers get Brandon Dubinsky and Artem Anisimov back, if he was healthy. Of course, Anisimov is hurt and whatnot. But here's the bigger issue here. It's this piece of trash, old fart of a human being named Glenn Sather. I swear to God, the guy's going senile. He really is. He could have done a whole lot better than this. If you want to trade away some guys to get goal scorers, you need to get guys who are goal scorers. It's not that simple. Even I could say that. And this old fart is, I swear to God, Mark Messier, if you're watching this, please, take over. I swear to God, come in and mutiny, throw this guy off the ship, let him drown, and take over the New York Rangers hockey operations. I'm begging you, please. He's an old fart. All he does is sit up there in the luxury boxes at MSG with his freaking cigar in his mouth, sitting back. And, I know he's had surgery, and I feel for that. And Glenn, God bless you, speedy recovery, blah, blah, blah. But he sits up there, he never talks to the press about anything. I feel bad for John Tortorella about this, because he's got a coach, and he's got a coach, and how could John Tortorella possibly think that these are good deals for his team? Here's an idea, and I know Kopitar would never come to New York because Los Angeles wouldn't let him, but maybe, how about sending Gaborik and a couple other guys, maybe Richie, to the Los Angeles Kings for a couple of their guys, and Kopitar. I've been saying this for the past 3 years. They should have done it. Now, realistically, that's not going to happen. I'm not understanding. He's got to go. Your team need goal scoring, and from what I've gathered here, from the brief moment that I've read you this great literature here from NHL.com, you're not going to get goal scoring from these guys. It's going to be worse. And that's another thing. You get guys coming and going in and out of the lineup all the time. You can't build a solid foundation for a team to work against because there's guys coming and going every single week and every single trade deadline. If I would have known this day would happen, they should have kept Dubinsky. They should have kept Anisimov. They were too goddamn stupid cheapskates to sign Brandon Prust, who wanted a little bit more money, and it was worth it because he's a hardline worker, he's a grinder, he can play the power play and the penalty kill, and he can knock someone out in the fight anytime he wants. But no! Let's string along Gaborik and trade him over for guys from the Columbus Blue Jackets who not even one of them has a single 10 goals or more this season. Sounds like a fucking brilliant plan to me, if you ask me. But no, what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a punk kid who's a Rangers fan. Maybe I got, maybe I need more glasses. Maybe I don't. Maybe I need a new prescription. But from what I can see with these beautiful glasses on, this is not going to help things immediately. And it wouldn't be surprised, as much as I hate to say it because I love this organization, if the Rangers miss the playoffs because of a stupid move by a stupid, senile, old fart of a human being, Grunsader, who's got to get his ass out of there and let someone run the ship the way it should be run. It's not going to work. Congratulations to the Boston Bruins for getting Jaromir Jagr in the deal. And that's another rant for another time. Jaromir Jagr signs with the Dallas Stars for a one-year deal for a lot of moolah. Things aren't going well there, and he requests a trade to Boston where things could possibly go well. What's he going to do next year? Sign a one-year deal with Columbus worth what? I don't know, $3.5 million, and then request a trade to the Penguins or something? That's a great way to live a life and a great way to play as a career, isn't it? Unbelievable, folks. I don't know what to say. Stupid moves all around here. And even Tortorella said that, the loss of Dubinsky and Anisimov, it's a whole different new team. Well, if John Tortorella thought that there was a whole new different team before, it's an entirely new fucking team right now. And it's going to take a lot to get this team in the playoffs. Ooh, just watching Anger Management. Ladies and gentlemen, probably gentlemen, thank you for your time. A new issue of What the Puck will be on the air in the next few weeks. Thank you very much.
Sounds like you have mental problems, man.
Yes, thank you very much. It appears that I do. But with the New York Rangers, what can you expect? Go Rangers!